Alright guys, today we can go ahead and do our game preview of the 49ers versus Bengals game. Keep in mind we do play this upcoming Sunday. It is game week now, so we're going to get back to practice and we're going to get ready for this game. Now starting off right away, let's start off with the injuries going into this game. So I know some people did comment, not everyone, but some people commented and said, you know, we'd rather play the 49ers at full strength than play their injured lineup, right? We want to, actually show that we're that good that we can beat the 49ers. It is what it is. You play whoever's on your schedule, and if you have injuries, you have injuries. You look at the first couple games of the season for us, first 5 games pretty much, we had Joe Burrow very limited and with a calf strain. And, teams beat us. I don't really discredit their wins, in any way because we had an injured quarterback, but, we played who we played. So at the end of the day, I know it's going to be a little bit different, and if we win this game, I know some fans might be like, oh, well, yeah, we won because of injuries. But a win is a win is a win, right? You win any way possible. You go out there and you play your best football, and at the end of the day, that gives you a 4-3 record, and, you're closer and closer to the playoffs. That's kind of how we have to look at it. I know it's going to be a little bit, different because we're playing a 5-1 team, but Christian McCaffrey most likely will not play. Trent Williams will be out for this game. Devo is already officially out for this game. Greenlaw, there's a chance he doesn't play. So, literally, mainly their main players are not going to be playing for this game. Now, what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything, actually. At the end of the day, we played the Ravens when they had no left tackle, no center, no wide receiver, right? They had majority of the offense out. And what happened? We still lost the game. So, at the end of the day, well, yes, we can go into this game, and if we win, we can say, well, we won. They had injuries. And 49ers fans can say that, and I'm not going to question that or go against that, because, yes, they definitely had injuries. But at the end of the day, you get a win, man. You get a win, and that's all you can do at this point. Now, I will say the refs the last couple of weeks have been really bad in the NFL. I mean, to almost a laughable point in the NFL. I hope and pray the refs can kind of chillax in this game because I really do not want this game to be decided based on referees. Even if it's pro us, I don't want us to get a win based on referees. I'd rather us go out there and play their best competition and we play our best guys, right? So let's get into this right away. So starting off right away, we have the average offensive snaps. We're sitting at 64.7. They are sitting currently at 67.5. One percentage plays, 30.9. They have 49.7. Passing plays, 69.1. They are at 50.3. For our overall unit, as always, we talk about this every single week, but when it comes to passing rating clean, 82.4 for Joe Burrow. When his passing rating clean for Brock Purdy, he's at 122.1. Okay, so I actually thought this was going to show us the ranking of the offense, like always. That's why I said every single week, but it looks like it is not. Passer rating under pressure, Joe is 70.7, and Brock Purdy is 89.9. Big throws, 1.9%, and Brock Purdy's at sitting at 4.04%. Again, that's a lot with Devo Samuel and with Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Trustworthy plays, 1.52%. They're sitting at 4.04%. Power rating, 6.5. They're sitting at 2.5. We are the second ranked power rating rank, and they are the 13th. So, let's talk about keys to victory for this game, because my biggest issue, even with Christian McCaffrey out, even with Devo Samuel out, it's going to be this Niners defense, right? We had this idea going into the season, even before we realized how good or bad Brock Purdy was going to be for the 49ers. We already knew going into the season that their defense would be the problem, right? Would be the issue going into this game. So the first key to victory is, and I'm not even going to ask for too much here, we just need to have at least 7 or 8 throughout this game. I'm not talking about first half, throughout this game. Long drives. Even if they result in field goals, hopefully they result in touchdowns. But we need at least 7 or 8 long, thought-out drives where we run some clock, we keep our defense off the field, and we get down the field. That's what we need throughout this game. That's the #1 key to victory. And I say 7 to 8. I know that might be putting it too high, but I think the lowest we can take to win this game is at least 5. 5 long thought-out drives. And again, I'm not saying we have to go down and score a touchdown. If we go down and score a field goal 5 times, we score 15 points on that. As long as our defense can be rested on the sideline and take care of their offense without Christian McCaffrey, without Trent Williams, without, Deebo Samuel, I'm okay with that. Because I think our defense, without those guys, can be very okay against this 49ers offense, right? But our offense has to take care of business. This game is going to dictate a lot, right? And what it's going to dictate is, how can our offense go against an amazing defense in the 49ers, one of the best in the league? How can they move the ball efficiently? Can they get the job done? Can they go win a Super Bowl? Because if you can't move the ball in this game versus the 49ers defense, which is the best defense in the league, how are you going to do it when you get to a Super Bowl versus the Cowboys or, again, the Niners, potentially, the Eagles, right? These are all really top-end defenses. And if you can't move the ball, you're going to lose the Super Bowl. You're going to get there and score 0 points and then walk away like the Rams did versus the Patriots a couple years ago. So you have to be able to move the ball. That's number 1, is thought-out drives. Number 2, for defense here, I'd say, is get after Brock Purdy. Like it says right here, under pressure, I know it's still a great rating, but 89.9. He drops 30 QBR when he's under pressure. When he's not under pressure, he's dotting people up and down the field without any hassle at all, without any problem at all. You have to get after him. And last week, it was kind of iffy when it came to getting after Geno Smith for most of the game, but the defense, when it mattered the most, they got after Geno and they sacked him. They caused pressures, right? Throughout the game, it was kind of iffy getting after him. But there was times at the end where they got after him. And that's exactly what we need throughout this game. I'm going to say right now, in the first quarter, I want at least, and I know I might be asking for too much here, we need 1 sack in the first quarter here. 1 sack, at least 3 or 4 quarterback hits. Like, we need to be constantly pressuring him. Because he still has Brandon Ayuk. He still has George Kittle, right? He still has weapons on that offense. Just because he doesn't have Deebo or Christian McCaffrey or Trent Williams doesn't mean he can't move the ball. They still have players on that team that can get the job done. So that's going to be number 2. You're going to have to get pressure on Brock. You can't let him sit back there, and you can't let him, destroy you in that way. And our number 3 key to victory is our receivers need to get separation. We need to get separation. We need to get open. And we need to see something from our tight end group. We really do. Now, their defense is very good. And whoever our starting tight end in this game will be, whether it's Irv Smith or whatever. I don't mean starting, rotational guy. So whoever's on the field, that's what I'm trying to say. They're going to be going against Fred Warner. And Fred Warner is one of the best linebackers in the game. And you're going to have to be covered by him the whole entire game. It sucks. It is what it is. Like, we're not going to sit here and make excuses. But, they're going to have to find ways to get separation around him and try to beat him. And it's not easy to do that, but the way we're going to win this game is our tight end group really starts stepping up. And of course, this is not just key to victory for this game, it's actually throughout the rest of the season. We need to see more production from our tight end group. We talked about this, a couple days ago, and I'm going to keep reiterating the point. 6 receptions and 106 yards in 6 games from this whole entire group. That includes Tanner Hudson, Irv Smith, Drew Sample, Mitchell Wilcox. 4 players, 106 yards and 6 receptions. That is ridiculous. Not 6 receptions, sorry, 11 receptions. That's ridiculous. That cannot happen. We cannot be successful if our tight end group cannot contribute to this offense. So, we need to see separations with our receivers. We need to see our tight end group step up. And we need to get some offense, man. Overall, I'm just going to put that nail to the wall there. The list of 10 things we need. Put offense on every single one of those numbers. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10. Just put offense, okay? All offense needs to step up in this game. I don't care they have injured players. I don't care what the circumstances is. This game this week is such a humongous win if we win. We go from right now, I think we're sitting at like 28% chance to make the playoffs. If we win this week, we go up to 56% chance to make the playoffs. 56. Now, obviously, everyone won last week, which sucks, but that just means more and more why every game here now moving forward is so important. If every team in our division is going to win, and every single team in our division, 5-2, 4-2, 4-2, 4-2, that means we have to win every single game too. And I know you might say, well, we can still get a wild card. We can, but keep in mind, there's only 2 wild card spots, 6 and 7. Oh, sorry, 3 wild card spots, 5, 6, and 7. If the Steelers and Browns take 2 of them, things are going to get bad. We got to keep winning, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.